Hey guys and gals, my name is Kuars and welcome back to another episode of the most sorry, I just mixed up my words. The most non-substantial podcast on the internet, Podcast SLOP. Today, I'm here to tell you guys that I've never really done any drugs, nor have I drank any alcohol. Actually, scratch that. I've drank a little bit of alcohol once, accidentally. Other than that, I've never drank alcohol, like intentionally. So with all that being said, I still want to say I'm definitely not a healthy individual. Especially from the fact that I woke up at 5 p.m. yesterday, and I've been awake since. I have not slept, and I don't plan on sleeping until this night, so that I can at least have a nice. Oh my god. See, it's gonna be very interesting recording a podcast while being in this state, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm having difficulty even talking for more than like 5 seconds. So with all that being said, let's just load into Nocturne Tone here. The reason we're playing Noct instead of any other map in the game is because, well, this is probably the most simple map. Did you guys know, by the way, on this screen it normally said Nazi zombies in the original World at War and Black Ops 1 versions. Or no, I think it was just World at War. But then they censored it to say just Call of Duty Zombies. That's a fun fact. Maybe I'll be picking up some fucking woman, some fucking chicks with that fun fact, go to parties and be like, yo, did you know? Did you know the starting intro for the Black Ops 3 version of Nocturne Tone is actually partially censored? That's right. I bet I'll get all the pussy saying that shit. But anyway, but yeah, welcome guys to another episode of the podcast. Honestly, this episode, I don't know which episode it's gonna be, because I'm recording this after the third one, so presumably it's gonna be the fourth episode. But I also kind of wanted the fourth episode to be like another collab one, so I don't know if I will make this the fourth episode. If it is the fourth episode, you guys will be seeing it like that. Also, my game might be a little loud. I think this is good. But yeah, just look at the fucking title, look at what fucking episode it is, and you guys will know. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't really had the opportunity to hit people up for collabs. It's just hard to bring it up in a conversation, you know. Hey, by the way, I have a podcast. Who says that? No one. I just sat down. Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? Like the Peter Griffin clip. Shout out to Peter Griffin. But, do you guys know? I don't know if you do. But maybe some of you guys know. There's a podcast on YouTube that is not this one, called Sleep Deprived Podcast. It was run by Jay Schlatt and some of his friends, but I think Jay Schlatt is not in the podcast anymore, but he's in the gaming videos or some shit. I don't know. Busy man, apparently. Big man, busy man. Maybe we'll get him on the podcast one day. Probably won't happen, but you know, maybe I could just shoot him a cold email and maybe that'll somehow work. Any frickin' how. What I'm trying to say is, hey, this podcast might not be called a Sleep Deprived podcast, but when they're recording that podcast, are they actually sleep deprived? Well, I am. That's why they should get me on their podcast. Or they should come on mine. Both work, I don't care. Anyhow, what else can I talk about? Oh Jesus, maybe I should have thought about some topics to talk about before I actually started the podcast here. Let's talk about Black Ops 3 Zombies. Oh yeah, wait. Ooh. Sorry, brain freeze right there. I don't know how that happened. Now you see me? Goddamn, I should change my fucking gobblegums before I started this shit. Cause now you see me. That's like the most useless shit in solo. That's normally for like if you're playing with like more than one player. Now you see me makes the zombies forcefully like target you. And only target you for a short time, so you can like save your friend really quick or some shit if he's in a hard situation. But in this case, we're playing by ourselves, so this is kind of useless. Yeah, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, like a day or two ago, I think I tried looking at the Call of Duty Zombies like story or like timeline. I've never been that confused in my life. I'm sorry, there's a lot there, dude. I will say shout out to the guy. I forgot what his name was, but there's like a video that was like only 30 minutes, and I was able to watch like 20 minutes of it, and you'd be like, holy shit, 30 minutes? That's a lot of time, you might say. But holy fuck, we're so fucking lucky. But the thing is, before I watched that 30-minute video, I looked around a little more, and there was a video that was like the entire unabridged Call of Duty Zombies timeline from World at War to Black Ops 7, and it was like 8 hours. I'm not shitting with you. It was 8 hours long. That is more than any movie ever, I think. Actually, no. Wait, hold on. Let me boot up Google really quick. How long is the longest movie ever made? Longest films. Let's see here. Oh, 14 hours. The Journey, Resan, in parentheses, The Journey, directed by Peter Watkins, released in 1987. Yeesh. Why the fuck would you even do that? What are you doing? Explaining the COD timeline 1.5 times or some shit? That's definitely the wrong math. I'm so shit at math. I don't know. You guys probably know this already if you watch some of my other videos, but I'm such a shit mather, bro. I can't do math for shit. Me and my friend Dennis played like fucking Jackbox yesterday, and fuck it, why not? And there was I forgot what the game was called. It was like maybe it's a bad idea trying to remember something when I'm like this sleep deprived, but what I'm trying to say is we played like a Jackbox game, and one of the mini games was like answer 10 math questions as fast as you can. If you answer less than 10 in this amount of seconds, then you die. I died. I couldn't do it. I was so slow, man. My friend Dennis did 14. So yeah, I'm not very good at math. That should be obvious at this point. The fact that I went with an art thing in university instead of anything else, that should show you guys how shit I am at other subjects that isn't the creative arts or whatever. I mean, thank God, honestly. Thank God I'm good at those things. Only things I'm good at, really. That and speaking English, because like many people don't even think about this anymore. People who watch my channel, I'm not even a native English speaker. Right? I don't live in America, I don't live in Canada, I don't live in England, I don't live in anywhere that speaks English normally. I live in fucking Turkey. Not only do I live there, I've been here my entire life. I've never left this country. And I'm gonna be dick sucking myself for like 5 minutes here, but I have never seen anyone who speaks better English than me in this country. I am dick sucking myself hard. But that is just the case. Okay, well, there's probably like a guy that's better or some shit, but like in my immediate vicinity, I've never heard or seen someone better than me at understanding and speaking English. I will say though, I think like a day ago or something, I decided to rewatch some of my older videos, like the Minecraft videos and shit, when I was like a fucking Tommy Innit clone. Dude, I had such an accent. And that's kind of like amusing to me, because back when I was recording those videos, I thought I didn't, right? I thought I very much did not have an accent. I thought I spoke with a pretty normal American to British accent, but no. No, I had like such a weird accent. And also I used to say in it a lot because I watched Tommy in it. It was a fucking I mean, the guy's nice, Tommy in it. I don't think he's a bad person. His type of content, just, you know, his current type of content isn't bad, but like his old content that I was like trying to copy, I just kind of question myself, how the fuck did I even watch that back in the day without like, dude, how did I even record those videos without being a little embarrassed? That's what I'm saying. But here's the thing, guys. here's the thing about anything creative and or YouTube channel. That's the sentence. You're gonna suck. You're gonna suck at first. You're gonna suck real bad. You're not gonna. Nothing good is gonna come out. Especially with your like first video, first drawing, first song, or whatever. Whatever you're fucking doing, whatever it is, your first of that is gonna be like shit. It's gonna be like absolute shit. It's not gonna be good at all. But then later, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn from failure, because you can't learn from winning. You can only learn from failure type shit. You're gonna learn from your failures, and you're gonna be like, this is so. I'm gonna do this differently next time, and I'm gonna do this like that next time, and do this like that. You know, and maybe next time I won't copy Tommy Inna. Maybe I'll copy Max Fosh or some shit. I don't know. Also, dude, Max Fosh. Such a good channel. Shout out to that guy. I love Max Fosh's videos, man. He just does like anything and everything. I would love to get that guy on a podcast. That would be awesome. I'm just thinking of like everyone I would love to get on a podcast, and I'm just realizing, wow, none of these guys would even care. Who the fuck is it? Okay, I'm not even gonna try to do like a Max Fosh impression. I'm gonna DM him and he's gonna be like, who the fuck is this random fucking kid that just sent me a okay, he probably doesn't say the word fuck that much. He doesn't seem like the swearing type. I don't know. Who the frick is this guy that just sent me a thing about his podcast? I don't freaking care. Probably gonna be like that. But yeah, what else, man? What else can I fucking talk about? I can't even like jog the old noggin because well, I'm fucking sleep deprived. This is the closest I could feel to being drunk and high at the same time. And like, I don't know what else to say. I feel like light and heavy at the same time. It's, dude, oh. How the fuck am I gonna stay awake, man? I'm already fucking sleepy. I'm recording a fucking podcast while I'm fucking sleepy. Okay, like, give me another fucking gun. I'm saying fuck a lot, man. I gotta like... I wonder if that's something I can like change. You know, try to say less swear words. Or maybe that's just a byproduct of me being so sleep deprived that I almost feel stoned, man. That is a fact. Says the guy who's never been stoned, but this, how can I be, dude? Marijuana's fucking banned here. Banned, like literally illegal. You know, it is interesting how different cultures have like different wow. How different cultures tolerate different addictive substances differently. You know, like in Turkey, pretty much, like, cigarettes are fine. But, okay, not like fine, but like, okay, yeah, I guess you can smoke. And then alcohol is like, yeah, people do that. But then drugs are just off limits unless you're like a fucking stony. Right, but like then I look at like Americans. I look at fucking Luna story times, and he's talking about like smoking weed every 2 fucking minutes, and I'm like, damn, okay, so there's like a huge difference in the cultures here, right? Which is kind of sick. You know, we gotta celebrate our differences. Shout out to that song, because it's right. We do have to celebrate our differences. We are all super different. We are all super not the same, and so many things. Honestly, that I can't understand how people like. There's just a lot of people in this world that just can't grasp the concept of people having different opinions from them, and people believing in different stuff than them. Right? I also see this one type of person in like a lot of comment sections, man. I don't know if this is like a controversial thing to say. I'm sorry if this hurts anyone or offends anyone, but like, if this is offending you, you're probably the type of guy that I don't like on the comment sections when I see you. It's the type of person that's like, in any video, it doesn't even matter what subject it is. I just see someone in the comments being like, Jesus is king. Okay. Or like, I don't know, man. Like something religious. That's usually Christianity. I don't see any Muslims doing that shit. Right, and like I said, it doesn't even have to be anything relating to the fucking video subject. It can just be some random fucking video, and it just says some random guy just comments Jesus is king in the fucking comment section. Like what? Why? You know, or like something that's obviously a joke. You know, like that kind of pisses me off. Yeah, nice. Also, um, lots of Christians. We're going into like some fucking topics in here. There's some heavy topics in here, like religion and shit. But some Christians don't grasp the concept of Islam being pretty much having the same like basic blueprint of what a religion is. Right? There's a God. There's one and only God. Okay, well, is there one and only God in Christianity? I don't remember, but look. There's a God, there's heaven and hell, right? If you do bad shit, you go to hell. If you do good shit, you go to heaven. Right? A lot of this stuff is same. Even we also have Jesus, dude. Jesus is also in the Quran. Like he's in there. He's not. I'm not exactly sure how like I haven't read anything about Christianity or like this is mostly from like what I've gathered from YouTube videos and shit of like people talking about it or like some of my friends that are Christian. But I'm pretty sure Jesus Christ is God in Christianity. I'm not sure. Maybe one of you could like correct me if I'm wrong or some shit. If this offends you again, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I'm fucking sleep deprived. We're going into the heavy topics. But yeah, like I think that's the case. But in the Quran and Islam, he's another prophet. He's not God. There's only one God, and that is Allah. That's just how it is. Now, even if I am Muslim, I will say there are things that I'm not sure about that. Right? There's a lot of things that I'm like that I question. A lot of rules that I'm not sure if that's fair. Especially in like today's climate, I don't know, man. Like, what can I use as an example? I'm trying to think, but like if you like in most religions, I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm not like a religion expert here. But like in most religions, I'm pretty sure if you don't believe in said religion, you go to hell. Like, really? Really? That is enough to get you into hell? That's it? I mean, that's kind of crazy to me. You don't believe in the right God and boom, you go to hell? No repenting for that? What kind of rule is that even? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But that's just what I think about that, and yada yada. Like that, I think is kind of not fair. That's why I think like some religions are like not wrong, but maybe like outdated. If that makes sense. Like they have outdated ideas, you know? I don't know. I don't know. Like especially that thing that I just said, because I'm not sure how it is in Christianity, but like in Islam, from what I know, again, I have to say this multiple times. I haven't even read the Quran, and I call myself a Muslim, yeah. But like I believe in, I don't know, man. It's just a whole fucking bucket of worms. Most of it I don't understand, but from what I've been taught from my teachers and shit, like in school. Islam is a religion that very much heavily wants you to question the world around you, right? Allah wants you to be curious. So if I am curious and I land on an answer that's different than what's required, then I go to hell? Like, do you guys see where I'm coming from here? I don't know. Again, like, parts of it I do believe, but not everything makes sense to me. Wow, we just went in some heavy topics there. The podcast slop. Podcast slop, I said, and then we get into religion and shit. Ooh, Simul Monkey. That's cool. I'm fucking hungry now. I just realized. Argus. Come on, one more. Before the zombies spawn in. That's better, I guess. Anyhow. What else can we talk about? Oh, yeah. Kinda back to the topic of religion. Not exactly, but like... Again, like I said, some people just cannot grasp the fact that like some other people can just have different beliefs and different opinions. And I feel like if people were just more accepting of that fact, this world would be a lot better than it is now. Like I have friends that have different opinions than me. I have friends that think of different things than me, and as long as those opinions and beliefs do not harm other humans or do not include the harming of other humans, then that's fine, man. I don't care. I don't give a shit, really. Also, as long as that belief doesn't harm them as well, obviously. Right? So, like, if they're gay, I don't give a shit. If they're furry or some shit, I don't care, man. They're still my friend at the end of the day. That's just how it is. I don't care about ethnicity. I don't care about who you are. As long as you chill, we chill. That's just how it is. That's how it should work. But you know, world's all fucked up and evil. Okay. Oh shit. I don't want to be all doom and gloom either, man. I don't know. Like that's a lot of. That's the thing with the internet and YouTube now too. It's a fucking echo chamber of negativity. It is what it is, right? The videos that get views are the ones that spread negativity, that talk about stuff that is negative. So it is literally incentivized to talk about negative stuff on YouTube and shit like that. And then other people see that that's getting popular, and then they do the same thing, and now it's a huge echo chamber of fuck all. Right? Also, the platform as a whole, YouTube as a whole, is just going downhill. And I know out of everything I can talk about in the current political climate, the downfall of YouTube is the last thing that should be on my mind. But god damn it, the other things that we could be talking about right now have been on my mind a lot more. And I can take a fucking break once in a while from thinking about that shit. And maybe think about some other bad shit that includes the platform that I literally create content on. So yeah. What am I saying, man? I guess this is what happens when you get a guy fucking sleep deprived and put him on a podcast. Yeah, speaking of the podcast, I guess. If any of my friends is watching this, aka if you got me added on Discord, that's usually enough. And you want to be on the podcast, hit me the fuck up. Okay, hit me the fuck up. We'll get you on the podcast. We'll play like a game. I don't know what we'll play. Actually, I kind of know. If we want to continue the COD Zombies lineage of this podcast, there is like a browser game that's pretty much like a replica of like World at War COD Zombies, which is called and I'm not fucking joking when I say this, nzp.gay. That's literally the URL. And through that you can play kind of like a clone of early zombies, and there's even a PSP version of that, which is really impressive. I have that shit on my PSP. I sometimes like boot it up to play it, and it's really impressive like how well they actually replicated the game. It runs on like a shitty Quake engine almost. So yeah, it's really impressive. I don't know how the fuck the devs actually pull that shit off, but my hat goes off to them. They're incredible geniuses, unlike me. I'm stupid and dumb. And you know what? No, enough of that. Enough of putting myself down. I'm an incredible fucking artist. Okay, look, here's the thing. I'm a good artist. Okay? This is gonna be me putting myself up from now on. I'm spreading positivity for myself. Holy shit. The second I started saying that, look what I fucking get, ray gun. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm gonna talk some positive shit about myself. I'm a good artist. Okay, I have my own webcomic, which I'm not saying anything about the quality of it, but there are artists that are thousands of times that make drawings thousands of times better than I do, but they still haven't started anything because guess what? They're too scared to actually do that shit. But I don't care. You know how Samurai Plus started? It started with a couple ideas and some paper and fucking pen. That's how it started, and that's how it's still going. Well, not actually. Now it's digital. Now I don't draw it on paper anymore, which is for the better. Because if I was drawing it on paper, the episodes would come out like 1,000 years after I announced them or some shit. Oh fuck! Almost got me with that. Anyhow. But yeah, other than that, like I'm also, even though I can't really code, I can kind of program, right? Y'all wouldn't know, dude. Click Team Fusion, surprisingly powerful program or game engine. There's a lot of stuff you can do in that shit, right? You can get kernel access to the fucking computer in that shit. This is crazy. You can code a program to do that. That's why, like, okay. No one cares, but like if you compare it to Scratch, it's kind of like it has more access to like, oh fuck, I had to open this up. Just kind of bad. I shouldn't have to. Holy fuck, did that guy just fucking tank a ray gun hit to the face? What a Chad. Holy fuck. Well, it's been like, oh wow. Been like years since I've genuinely heard the word Chad. You know what, guys? I don't want to say any names, but there's a group of students in my classes in my uni that genuinely, unironically, use the word sigma and beta. Not a joke. They actually do this. And I don't know how to feel about it, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm a big enough man to shrug it off. But yeah, that caught me off guard when the first day I was there. I'll say that. Shame there isn't a Pack-a-Punch in this map. And shame it hasn't been remade again. They should have remade it for like Vanguard or some shit. That would have been sick. Even though Vanguard is like a shit game, maybe this could have saved it a little bit. I've only been recording for 30 minutes. Oh my god. I'm so fucking sleepy. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I want to go to sleep, but I can't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't do that. I need to stay up the whole day so I can fix my sleep schedule once and for all, man. Okay, in plain sight is actually useful. Kuars Moan audio coming soon. Should I put on some like music or some shit? Nah, I'm not doing that. Bro, I'm fucking hungry as shit, bro. You know what? In the same vein, like that like actual podcast, they usually do it in like person, like sitting on couches and shit. In the same vein, I might get like I mean the only person who lives close to me is like my friend Dennis, so maybe I could invite him over and we could run some like Black Ops 2 split screen or even like Black Ops 3 split screen. It's got split screen on PC, so we could do that. Run some split screen like Black Ops Zombies, and I could have like the camera on, and we could do like a podcast like that. That'd be cool. I'm not gonna lie, we could do that. God, I'm so fucking sleepy. I'm gonna say that a couple thousand times this fucking episode, but I don't really give a shit. This is my podcast. I can do whatever I want. Yada yada, whatever's. Let's see what we can get from the. At this point, you might be asking, "Why the fuck are you even trying to get from the box here?" I mean, you pretty much got the ray gun. You pretty much got the thunder gun. Well, We don't have the ray gun Mark II, do we now? We can't like stack mule kick again, right? That's not a thing that can you can do that. No, you can't. I can't get like 4 weapons. Get like a whole Fortnite inventory in there. What the fuck? I want the fucking MX command, bro. The MX command, whatever it's called in this game. I don't give a shit. I don't want it. That was a misclick. Fuck. Well, I guess we have an actual reason to spin the box now. That's good. The AK-47U. Nah. What else can we talk about, guys? Hey, you know what? Oh, sick. Okay. Whatever. Maybe I have had this thought for a while, but I want to like make like a weekly Slap kind of thing where I like respond to emails or like Discord messages or some shit. But I don't know if we have enough people to do that and get enough content for that. You know, like J Schlatt can get away with it because I mean he's a big ass creator, right? He has so many fans that want to ask him questions and shit, and so he can get away with that shit. But I can't. I'm Kuars. I have like 500 subs, and that's barely anything compared to some other people. That's 500 subs of barely active people. Most of those subs probably don't even watch the videos anymore. Like, you know? They're probably fucking retired. So yeah, I don't know. It would also be cool to have like a Q&A section or something for the podcast too. That I guess that'd be kind of cool as well. Oh lordy lord. My last magazine on the shit. Okay. Boom. Dude, the wonder weapons are such a cool addition to zombies, bro. Shout out to the World of War dev that was just like, yeah, fuck it. Just put fucking like magical weapons in this shit. Okay. I'm gonna try to give like a very basic explanation of like the start of the zombie story. So so 115 is like an element, and that's what makes the zombies. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of the only thing I actually remember from that video. The bootlegger, is it even good? I'm not sure. Why not run it again? I do have a lot of points. No. Okay, whatever, just end the round. Oh my god. Ugh. I actually feel like a corpse right now, dude. This is the worst fucking podcast ever. Actually, no, the worst one was the previous one, the third one. I just wasn't feeling it, and I just decided to record anyway. And most of the podcast is fucking bullshit. Nothing good about that podcast. The best episode is still episode 2. That's something I can't seem to get over. It's the sequels are usually just the best ones, and then boom, the threequels are nothing. You know, like we had that same kind of problem with Discord VCs at 4:20 a.m. and then Discord VCs at 9:99 a.m. Which, if you guys know what I'm saying, good job, I guess. But Discord VCs at 4:20 a.m. fucking like got like 1,000 views or some shit. Which, don't get me wrong, not a lot relative to other YouTubers, but kind of a lot relative to me, myself, and I. So, that was cool. And then Discord VCs at 9:99 a.m. get like 70 views. So yeah, obviously there's a disjoint. I might have to cut this fucking podcast short, bro. I can't keep this shit up. I'm actually so fucking tired. I feel like taking a nap, but I feel like maybe if I take a nap, I'm gonna just go to sleep fully. So I don't know what to do. I am hungry, so I guess I could go and prepare something to eat. Or I could eat chips. That is always an option, I suppose. And be like a fat ass. Okay, you know what? I'm in the game. I'm so fucking tired. I can't keep this shit up. This is gonna be a very short episode to the podcast, but it is what it is. Hey, this is like a bite-sized snack of the podcast, I guess we can call it that. You know, but yeah. Anyway. Ooh, you know what though? I also want to talk about this.
I really want to get like some soundproofing or some shit in my room, dude, or like some acoustic panels at least to kind of dampen the sound. Cause, dude, I want to be able to scream. I want to be able to scream. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I have a little bit of a, let's say, hobby of like voice acting some stuff, and I've talked about it a little in one video, in one like update video, but I haven't brought it up ever since. But I got like an account on TikTok and like on Insta where, okay, it's like me and like two of my friends or some shit running the account, and we do like Turkish dubs of some like anime clips. And I want to be able to scream, man. I want to be able to do the Goku screams. I want to be able to do the Vegeta screams. I am the Prince of all Saiyans. Okay, my voice is kind of fucked up right now, so I can't do it. But you get what I'm saying. I want to be able to scream like fully fledged screams. But yeah, I guess that is the. Yeah, I want to check the server browser. Who's playing? There are people playing though. Surprisingly, there usually are. There usually is people playing. There's one guy playing Kino der Ton right now that I could technically join. My longest yeah boys zombies ever. Nice. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you the person watching are one of my friends and you want to be on the podcast, hit me up on anything, I guess, that you have my contact info on. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of the podcast. I'll see you guys later.